I'd like to talk about the product, the Orcam. And the Orcam is quite unique. It is a gadget that you can wear. Okay, this is the Orcam. You can see it's only a very small piece of equipment, not very big at all. And it actually attaches to a pair of glasses. This could be put on your own pair. You don't have to get a separate pair for this. You can put this attachment on. I've got it so it's on either, it can be on either side. So if you're left or right handed, it doesn't matter, you can have it either side. And the Orcam actually attaches to it using a magnet. So it just attaches there. So really for safety, really, we have this so we can put it around our neck so it does fall off the glasses. We don't drop it on the floor and tread on it or whatever. So what I do, I'll switch it on whilst I'm talking, because shortly it will start bleeping, and that sort of indicates that it is actually booting up, it's actually starting. And what the Orcam can do is quite a lot of things, but really the main thing it's really good for is helping you with reading. Because if, like me, you have very low vision, yes, I can use an electronic magnifier to read, but it's slow and very hard work. So if you have something that will read to you and it can go anywhere with you, it's a great liberator, really. But the great thing is you can use it in a number of situations. Okay, so it told me it's ready. It's told me what the battery level is. Okay, so I put the glasses on. It's just read off of a label there. So what we can get this to do is read to us. Okay, this is my reading assessment I always take out with me. I put it on side 2. And if I just put it here and just tap immediately it's reading to me. If I put my hand there, it will stop. Okay, so it's very quick. So when because basically what it's doing is taking a picture of the text, and internally here it's converting it to speech. It's called optical character recognition, OCR. It's processed so quickly, it's almost instant. So it makes the camera sort of noise, and almost immediately it's reading to you. And that is amazing. What we can also do is get it to read in a particular place, if you like, because it's programmed to actually search for your fingernail. So if you point at something which you want it to read, you don't point like that, you actually hold your finger up. So it's searching for the fingernail here. Okay, and what it will read what's above it. So if I put my fingernail there, hopefully it will find it. There it goes. And it's just going to read the top bit. Okay, so if you can imagine, if you're out and about, you could be in the high street and you might think, what's that new shop over there? What is it? It's got the name above the shop, but you can't read it. if you just, from the other side of the road, say, you just go like that, it searches for your finger, and then it will read what's written above the shop. It would tell you what the name of it is. I find that, I find that really useful. Also, street names. If you want to get somewhere, you can, and you know the name of the streets where you're going to have to get to. If you just can't read what the road sign says, you do that, it will read the road sign to you. And as you can imagine, this can be really useful when you're shopping. If you go into a supermarket, in the aisle above you, it would tell you what items are going to be in that aisle. Normally I can't see that, but again, if you look up, point at it, it will read it, which saves a lot of shoe leather, if you like. And then you get to, hopefully you get to know a bit where the products are that you were looking for, and you can get this to read, because in a shop, in a supermarket, you've got the products on the shelf. They'd have a label on the shelf which would give you what the product is and the price, and you can get this gadget, the Orcam, to read that to you. And I find it amazing when shopping. Or you can pick things up, you can get it to read out of a can. But they've added a thing in there, a barcode reader. So to read the barcode, that's if you can find the barcode. But you have got it, so it's you can set the Orcam so it's on automatic for barcode reading. So anytime it sees one, it will it will find it and read it. I mean, I have actually got this gadget to actually read what number bus is coming up the road. You know there's a bus. Which number is it? If I point at it, I've got this to read the number, which is, I think, very impressive. This does do some other things. You can also have this, you can set it so it will recognise people's faces. I've got no one here to show it that it can do it, but what it basically will do, you can get this so it will acknowledge that there's someone in front of you. You can then take a picture of them, and you can name them and save it, basically. So anytime that person comes in front of the Orcam in the future, in your voice it's recorded, it will tell you who they are. But if you're smart and you've got family, friends and whatever, what you can do, you can set this up with them, with their help. So you can go through the process where it can recognise where they are, it can take the picture, you can get them to announce themselves. So when you see them in the future, it's saying who they are but in their own voice, which is, it can make it nice, This will also recognise colours. It can tell you the time, the date, do an awful lot of things, and it is evolving to find more and more for it to be able to do. This is like version 2 of it. The original version of Orcam, it had a wire which came out of the back of it to a processor, but now they've condensed all that so the processor is inside it. So the payoff to that is the battery life isn't as long, but this does charge up extremely quickly. It's very efficient. It's a good product, but for a lot of people perhaps the price is a bit limiting. It's not a cheap thing, but you know, you're welcome to ask about the Orcam and have your own demonstration if you wish. That's the Orcam. But what I do like about this, when I shut down, which I do now, it was shut down, it will say bye bye to us. I think that's nice little touch.